how do you start videos? Like, I don't know how people do this. Like a plan B plug for my friends. And welcome back. Now it's 9. So 9 minutes into making this video, nothing has been done. I literally just woke up and decided I'm gonna do a video on teaching safe sex because not enough people talk about sex in like an educational manner, but like in a cool way, you know? Like, if you talk about sex, you're a whore. But it's not like that, you know? And you have post stories and everything else. Like, you know, I just want to like influence people and entertain people. And I think talking about safe sex is really important. So 2019 safe sex video, here we are. For anyone who's new to my channel, welcome. I'm Phoebe. And if you're my homegirl, what's good? It's your girl Phoebes. Here I am. So, first off, wrap your wieners. Okay, yes, we know this and everything. But seriously, condoms are so important because nobody's trying to get pregnant. I mean, I love all my friends' babies, you know, no shade, no hate, no anything. Kids are a big responsibility. Dogs are a big responsibility. Everything's a responsibility. Adulting, But, yeah. So, I want to say, use condoms. If you can't afford them, go to Planned Parenthood. They always have condoms. And, like, I'm going to be talking a lot about Planned Parenthood in this video because Planned Parenthood is a really fine establishment. And we should be donating our money to them and not to a stupid wall. Next up, get tested regularly. Like, it's really that easy. You can literally go with your friends. All you gotta do is just like make a call, and it's so easy to make a call too. Like, literally all you have to do is look up like Planned Parenthood. So I call, I wait a little bit. Sometimes it takes a minute, but you know what? It's better to be safe than sorry. It's better to just wait on the line and then get an appointment than like waiting there for like, it could be hours. Honestly, walk-in appointments are not always super speedy. Like, if you go in the morning, sometimes you're more likely to like just go in and out, but you know, sometimes things happen. So one time I was there and the nurse was like, oh yeah, like you'll be in and out, but the computers wouldn't turn on in time, so it took a little bit longer. So definitely get tested regularly. Tell your homegirls, tell your homies, like girls, guys, anyone. We don't discriminate. Like, Planned Parenthood doesn't discriminate, and they don't judge you at all. You're in a safe place at Planned Parenthood. Like, let me tell you something about how like I've gone to Planned Parenthood and everything, right? So you walk in, and usually I have an appointment because I learned from like prior, like first time I went, I walked in with my friend, and it took us maybe like 4 or 5 hours, honestly. But after that experience, I realized like I should just make an appointment next time. So, you know, I made an appointment, and like they ask you like, oh, are you walking an appointment? You tell them you have an appointment. The first time you go in, you will have to do paperwork. Not that big of a deal, as long as you know like your social security number, and as long as you like, you know, your insurance stuff. And if you don't have insurance, that's okay too. They'll still help you out. They're there to help. They're like a free clinic, and they just want to help people. But like with sex related stuff, like you can't just go in there and be like, my arm is bleeding, I don't know what to do. Like, I mean, maybe they'll help you. I don't know from experience. So yeah, you go in if you have an appointment. Usually they call you within the next 10 minutes or so. They measure you, like they do your weight. They ask you questions, like for girls, was the first day of your last period type stuff. And they, you know, because it's like, you're there because you've obviously had sex. So they'll ask you like, oh, how many partners have you had before? Or actually, if you haven't had sex and you want to get tested before because you don't know, that's really safe too. Like, I definitely recommend that. Like, I watched 10 Things I Hate About You, the TV series. I know it's not the same as the movie, but anyways, I really liked how like one of the couples, they got tested together before they did it, because that's really smart and safe to do. And yeah, I think it was both of their first times, so that's really cute. And so, cute date ideas, go to Planned Parenthood. Yeah, like they just ask you that stuff. Literally, you pee in a cup, and then like in a week, like they'll either post your results, email your results, or they'll like put it on this thing called Patient Portal, and it's totally confidential. Everything is confidential at Planned Parenthood. Things are not getting abused or like there's any like really bad things happening. It's all confidential. You don't need your parents there. So if you're like 16, 17 watching this, like, I'm here to help, honestly. And, you know, before you leave, they ask if you want like a plan B, if you want condoms or anything, and if you want to get on birth control. And, you know, like for the longest time I didn't want to get on birth control because I was like, I'm not doing it that much. It's so normal to be scared of birth control. And, you know, people have horror stories about birth control, but then people also have stories of like how birth control has helped. And all you have to do is just test them out, honestly. You can do all the research, but you don't know how your body's going to react to anything. So you just have to test it out. So me, I'm on the pill, and I was scared because when I was a kid I had to take asthma medication, and it was hard for me to like do it daily, but I don't know if it's just because like the pills have like a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday sticker on it. I don't know, but if you can regularly, routinely do it, just have like an alarm on your phone that goes off at a time where you don't really think you're around people, you're not really ever busy around that time, and it's really easy. Like, it's get on birth control. I just can't stress enough how much like birth control can help, especially because like I have like friends who have been in relationships for a long time, and you know, like maybe you were safe in the beginning and you always use condoms, but then maybe you just get used to raw dogging it, and it just, I don't know, like there's like statistically people in non-monogamous relationships are more likely to get tested and be safe about things, and people in like really long monogamous relationships, they're more likely to not use condoms, not use protection, like not have anything besides the pull-out method, and that leads to like teenage pregnancy and everything. And I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with being a mother. It's easier to just not go through that when you're young, and like when you're in a better place, like in like your later 20s or the early 30s, it's better to have a baby then. That's just me, and I don't judge anyone who like wants to have a child. Like, if you're ready, you're ready, you know. But, and like, nobody is ever ready, blah blah blah. I don't want to talk about teenage pregnancy. This is a safe sex video. This is more for like high schoolers and like anyone who's under 18 watching this. I want to just tell you right now, don't take nudes, don't send them out. If you take them, just take them for yourself. Honestly, body positivity is very important to me, and anyone who knows me, like, personally knows that. But when you take pictures when you're 16, 17, 15, they're not legal. That's child pornography. You can get charged as a sex offender. Whoever you send it to gets charged as a sex offender, especially if they're older. Don't let anyone pressure you to do anything you don't want to do. Consent 100%. Consent, always. I'm just trying to talk about and like say things that I would have wanted to hear, and like things that I learned on my own that like I'd tell my sister when she gets of age. Sex is completely natural, and sex is for pleasure and it's for fun, and it can be really fun, but you have to be safe because there's lots of bad things that can happen. It is what it is, and you know, people do it all the time, and there's nothing wrong with it as long as you're being safe, consensual, and like, there's nothing wrong with not having sex. You don't need to have sex to feel pleasure. Like, masturbating is completely normal for girls and for guys. It's healthy. Like, you know, and girls, like, getting toys, that's healthy. It's nothing to be ashamed about. Nothing is to be ashamed about. If you do things and you feel some type of way, don't. I don't know how, like, I'm just like, don't. I pretty much covered the basics. So, you know, like, get tested with your homies, get on birth control if you need to. And like, also, it does help acne. Like, a year ago, I would not be this comfortable just like taking a video in my face or with my face, but I don't really care. All right, I hope everybody has a wonderful 2019. I'm so excited to continue my channel. I really hope whoever's watching this learns something and is gonna get tested, and like, if you know me personally, you can hit me up. Like, I will go with anyone to Planned Parenthood because I believe that's really important. Like, I've had a lot of friends who are like, I want to go, but I'm kind of uncomfortable, I don't know what it's like, and it's a really easy process. There's nothing to be scared of. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I will respond, or I'll make another sex video, whatever. Things needed to be said, and I didn't see them being said, so I decided to say them. So here I am. Alright, I think I'm gonna end this video now.